Hi, I'm Brian Taragno, and I'm going to be talking about The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. It's a daily show, and it airs late at night on CBS. Stephen Colbert, he's a comedian who his base of humor really is in the political world. So he isn't just like a stand-up guy, but he's not afraid to take jabs at like politicians like Hillary Clinton or so-called politicians like Donald Trump, and that's kind of how like he got his start. Like he was on the Colbert Report before, and that's really how he got into the position where he is able to be on the Late Show. The three media outlets that I'm going to focus on are going to be traditional TV, YouTube, and Twitter. So the show is on CBS, so it has to be suitable for basic cable, but it also has the ability to be a little bit more mature because of the show's airtime, since it airs at like 11:30 at night. It airs for about an hour, so it's a decently long show. Um, the guests that he has on the show can vary from game developers, because he had a game developer on a game that I actually really want to play called No Man's Sky, and he even had Donald Trump on there recently, even though the show's only I think been up for like maybe a month and a half now. Um, so even though it's only been out for that long, he's been able to get a bunch of different guests on the show, which is great. Um, on the show's YouTube channel, there are segments from the show, and he posts it after the show's aired. So it's obviously not like the full episode, but it's kind of like the meat of the show, like all of the content. It's like his opening monologue, or an interview with a guest, or if he does something like that is just entertaining, it'll be on there. So it's it's entertaining stuff that goes on the YouTube channel. Each clip is normally about 10 minutes, and that's about it for the YouTube channel. On Twitter, Steven is able to connect with his fans by responding to tweets and by showing them things to look at, like if he wanted to post a link to an article for us to read or something like that, he would, or like a YouTube video. He even posts to his own YouTube videos for us to watch from there. So kind of his Twitter and his YouTube feed kind of just connect, because they are basically the same thing, because he posts all of his YouTube videos on Twitter. And I think his Twitter page is also linked on either his videos or in the channel. For the Marshall McLuhan message, how the medium will change what the message is, I don't really think that applies here, because the message kind of stays the same regardless of if it's on YouTube or regular TV, because it's just the same stuff, but you're still watching it, so I don't know if that would make that much of a difference. If you were reading it, maybe it might change it. Um, and I think the only thing that really changed when you looked at it, like for YouTube against TV, was that I was probably more invested in it when it was on TV, because it's like the only time I'd be able to watch the full entire segment of the show. Instead of like on YouTube, it's going to be there forever. Like if I wanted to go watch like his interview with Donald Trump again, I would go like right now and just look it up on YouTube. Um, and probably another difference would be that more adults watch real TV, while like younger people, like millennials, are probably more in tune with his YouTube channel. But I mean, other than that, the message pretty much stays the same. Um, Thanks for listening, and I hope you like what I had to say.